Hello, good people. Thanks for joining me again. My name is Anne, and on my channel, I review foreign international content. I like to say we travel around the world sitting on our couches. How fun is that? And we have conquered that 1-inch subtitle, and we have diversified what we watch. We're learning culture and food. Oh my word. I hope you have your passport. Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Anne, and on my channel I review foreign international content. And today I'm back. I wanted to jump on here and say, oh my goodness, you have to be watching How May I Help You. I happened to just bump on it on Prime Video. First of all, we've gotten used to, if you want to watch foreign shows, Netflix is where we go. But now, I think all the other streaming services have figured out international shows is a thing. And I want to thank the Korean film industry, because I think the Korean dramas have definitely put international shows all over the map and all over streaming services. And this one, I would have missed out on it. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime, and I bet you it's probably streaming other places. I think Viki tends to have a lot of Korean dramas, but oh my God, this is so good. I was like, Netflix, you missed out. But Amazon was like, we got you. We also want some of those viewers that Netflix is getting from all the international viewers. If you love international content, then woo. Anyway, I'm glad to see that Amazon is like, we want in on it, and this one is so good. I have to say, if you ever watched Move to Heaven, this reminded me a little bit of that, because it has to do with people dying and how they transition, that kind of thing. But the storyline is so good. Oh my God. First of all, it has one of our favorites. She was in, I loved her. The first time I saw her, she was in Reply 1988. And her name is Harry. And then there is a male lead. His name is Lee Jun Young. That's the first time I'm seeing him. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff, but the chemistry between the two is just fantastic. Anyway, for anybody who does not know what the show is about, so we find out the character of Harry is, she works in this morgue, right? And when people die, they're the ones who prepare the bodies before, obviously people can celebrate them, and then they are gone to be buried. So they're the ones who wash the bodies, dress the bodies, all that stuff. What happens is the character of Harry did not realize she had powers. So when she's cleaning them, it's almost like she's given 48 hours with these people. They come to life on her. And it's almost like they tell her about things that maybe, some things that you had not tied up before you die. And then obviously now she has to kind of help to make sure in the next 48 hours before this person is buried that maybe we can resolve the situation. Let's just say when it first happened, she's freaked out because this boy she was helping prepare the body, all of a sudden like wakes up, and she's like, why am I seeing this boy alive, and why does this boy know my name? Let's just say she was like, my God, this is crazy. I see, almost like that movie that was called I See Dead People. She sees dead people. Dead people talk to her, okay? But the first episode, it was hilarious because it was this woman who died. And obviously she comes to, and she has 48 hours and tells her, my husband has been having an affair with my best friend. They come to the hospital crying because I was sick. I think she had some sort of a terminal condition, but they're pretending to be, sad, but they're having an affair. So she goes into her body and goes to the funeral, and she shows up and starts slapping the mistress and slapping the husband. And all the mourners are like, wait, you work here. How can you be slapping her? Okay? And then she brings the evidence so the family can see that these two have been having an affair. This is just episode 1. And I was like, oh my God, this is so hilarious. And then obviously once something is resolved, then she's able to help them. Like there's this like curtain thing that shows like a bridge or something where they all walk almost like now I can rest in peace. Okay, so every episode is a different story of somebody who's died that she's helping with. There's a story of this guy who just loved his wife, and his wife had always said, oh, I need a big check, like I need 100,000 or something, and he always said, I will one day make that money and bring it to you for your birthday. And then he ends up dying prematurely. And you also have to see how there's a connection between that guy and also the male lead, in the fact that he drove the car that he was in, so he had met the guy as well. And oh my God, he is so sweet. But now they have to go help the wife, because remember, he tells her, I had the check. You need to give the check to my wife before, I transition. Please go find the check. I hid it in the house here. So you can imagine all the different ways she's gonna have to find a way to get to the woman's house and to find this check. So finally they can present it to the wife. Oh my God, let me just tell you, you're gonna cry at the same time you're laughing. It is so like heartwarming. On the other hand, just, oh, it touches your hearts in all kinds of places. And he used to do this thing about ding dong. And as he's transitioning, he turns around and smiles and goes ding dong. I was dying. Touching show ever. The writing is so well done. And then the next episode is a lady who is pregnant and wanted an apple. The husband goes to get an apple, and unfortunately there's a burglar who comes in and robs them and kills the wife. Oh my God, this is gonna destroy you. When they tell the story about how they met and the fact that they used to be orphans, and for them now they become a family. Oh, and let's just say this wife knew there's no way her husband is gonna make it without her being alive, and now their child is gone. You have to see what they have to do to help that man not take his life, because it's so heartbreaking and so heartwarming at the same time. There's so much going on. There's the relationship of her and her dad and her uncle. She was raised by her dad, who's a single dad, because her mom died when she was young, or maybe when she was being born is when the mom died. There's so many stories. And then there's her best friend too, who has a grandma who also helped raise her, and she also is involved in the story. Oh, we're in episode 6, and this show is freaking fantastic. I need you to watch. I had to jump on here and say, please, if you have Amazon Prime or any other streaming services, check to see if May I Help You is playing on there and watch it. Now, for us who are on Amazon Prime, it seems like we may be a week behind. Like, I believe 5 and 6 aired last week, but I think they let us see this week. So I think we are almost 1 week behind, but I don't mind it. It's so well done. Please do yourself a favor and watch May I Help You, because it's a fantastic show. You may want to wait until all the episodes are there so you can binge watch, but I am enjoying it every week. And I was like, what a happy find. I was so lucky that I was watching and I'm like, what is this show? It looks Korean. And then I jump on there, and it had just started airing maybe a couple weeks ago. So it's going on right now, and it's so good. I'm surprised this did not end up on Netflix, because Netflix are the ones who usually are so good at getting the first picks. But Amazon was like, wait a minute, I want in, and this is really fantastic. Have you watched it? What do you think so far? So fantastic, so heartwarming, and just really appeals to the humanity of humans being at their best. This is one of those shows. So I have to jump on here. Please do yourself a favor and watch it, right? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I'm currently reviewing Under the Queen's Umbrella. That's on Netflix. I'm doing that every week. So if you're watching that, please join us. We do that every week. But once again, thank you so much. If you like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. And I'll see you next time. Deuces.